Okay, so good evening and welcome to Mo Knows, featuring me, Mo Mo Mo. Okay, so good evening and welcome to Mo Knows. So now we know the sound check is right. See how I gotta do that so I can hear my own sound. Go Mo. It's your birthday. All right, let's be a little generous tonight. I'm just feeling a little bit generous. What are you feeling generous about, Mo? The customization part of this. Oh no, we ain't that generous though. We're gonna be generous like that. All right. So, because we always gotta make this make sense. All right. Shout out to the first person in the room, which was the YouTube Fact Collector. Hey, Monica, but I'm gonna say Mo for the record here. I'm doing a little housekeeping with my setup, so but let me just I'm gonna do a little housekeeping in a lot of places. In a lot of places. Let me put some face on this because the one thing about me, I don't give a darn about what you think about me. I know what I look like now. Um, where am I at? Zoom, where are you? All right, let's do it like this. All I want to do is my Zoom. Okay. All right. So here we are in this little itsy space. So what I want to change about my thing, right, is I want to move this up here, but let me see how far up that is on the screen. I think I'm gonna move it up more so it goes like that, and then it goes over like that and up like that. Okay, fine. So that's gonna be the new space for that because the zoom down here has the word Zoom. All right, so what was that I moved? I moved the logo. We're going to lock the logo up there. All right. The reason why we're not putting it on the other side is because sometimes when I share the screen, it puts me up in that upper corner. All right, so now we are going to stop this black stuff, this scroll. We're about to mess with the scroll next. Now, which one is the scroll? I think it's this one. It is. All right. So we're going to move the scroll now to go up to align with the word Zoom. All right. That's number one. We're going to make this bigger. Let's see how that looks. All right. So we reached quorum sooner, quicker. I wasn't even paying that any attention. All right. I work on the rest of this since we reached um quorum faster. Hold up. That's not exactly where I want to lead this. So give me one more minute because I want to move this up a little bit more. Okay, that's where I want it to be at. Now I want it to go all the way to the end over here. It could go to the end. Well, maybe it could go to whatever the end is right here. Because I don't know why that's there. But I need to find, oh man, I just messed that all up. All right. But before I do that, I need to find the end of this damn thing. All right. I don't know where that's at. All right. Hold up. I'm not really feeling that right now, but we're going to leave it like that. I got to work on that later because y'all came for the stuffs. All right. All right. Let me just stop it right there. All right, now that looks retarded to me, but it's all right. We'll just leave it looking. I don't really like that. Monica, don't pay it no attention. All right, girl, just mind your business. It's okay. Let me make sure my emotes are still working. 'Cause I want to make them bigger too. All right, there, but I'm just all right. Okay, so if you were here yesterday or if you watched the replay yesterday, there was a point in the replay in the stream where we were discussing cousin Joy and the fact that she picked up the phone not once but twice, and the fact that we may have, I don't know if we really thought she was going to come to the live stream, but there might have been a understanding that she was going to come because we sent her the link. Karen did that. Show up. That what I like thing. So we did. And then she was a no show. So then we took a poll yesterday and we said, like, do you believe someone got on the phone and told her not to go? Now, looking back at the footage, I didn't realize that it was two calls until we did the playback yesterday. So I was under the belief that it was Bam or the other co-conspirator over there that that made her not come, if that was even possible. And then it hit me like a ton of bricks. When I was watching somebody else's, I was watching somebody else's person. I was watching somebody else's person. Thanks for that bit of information. How come we always can depend on, we can always depend on y'all? See how when you try to be nice, I was trying to be nice. I was really trying to be nice. Since you came in there with that kind of attitude, let me do, let me help everybody. Because what you don't get to do is disrespect me. And I told you folks about being disrespectful. I don't disrespect none of y'all, and I don't expect to be disrespected over here either. So, to allow me to just have a peaceful Sunday afternoon, we'll just operate like this. Oh, terrible, terrible, terrible. How terrible it is. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. So, before I was rudely interrupted, oh, good. And I got this over here. So, let me see something. Let me do this. Oh, and let me tell you, some of you people, I know exactly. I don't know who you are because I'm not about to be playing this troll game with you, but I know exactly what you get tempered by. You get tempered by the fact that some people around here don't know how to act their age. They're so used to doing some of the other things that they do. And I'm not spending my life on here doing the things that the rest of y'all do to try to deal with. Hold up. Snipping tool. This is what happens. One thing I'm becoming very familiar with on here is how to use my internet. It's how to use this stuff. I'm definitely learning how to use it. Okay, let me do a send. All right, so that's that with that. All right. So I was curious. All right, so I don't need that anymore. All right, back to the regular scheduled program. Folks be coming in here with their indecent proposal, their indecent chat commentary, and everything else. All right. So I was under the belief that the people that probably prevented her from coming or made the call was two females. But what ended up happening is when I put the poll out, there was one person watching who was adamant that it was not. So they voted no. And it put me to thinking like Joy might have been in the room and was voting no because that was not true. Then I went to listen to somebody's what do you call those things when people want to have a reaction to somebody's video, and while I was listening to the reaction video, the person started talking crump about me. So I'm gonna play that crump talking moment to give you an idea who I think the new suspect is and who might have put the call out. But the question that I have is why is he so invested if everybody is saying I don't know what it was, but back in the days he did some commentary on cousin Joy himself and he spoke all negative about her himself, and now he's all an advocate for her because is in she's in this I don't even know what it is because of the release of the video, and he's felt like advocating for it on for whatever reasons that he felt like advocating for it. If you're wondering why there's no chat, it's because a troll came in here upsetting my spirit today. So I ain't got time for the troll. I don't got time for it. And you know, that's only comes when you don't want to commingle. And it's not even commingle. It's when you don't want to phony kick it with people that really don't like you. And you know, like for me, let's just keep it jiggy. We might have to come back to this dude another day. because I could do an upload for that. But let's just keep it jiggy around here. People disrespect you. And they've been all up and down this internet disrespecting folks, getting on folks' panels, telling folks certain things about people in new places, tainting the environment by a previous experience. And then they get upset because you're explaining to them that, but for your behavior of acting that way, some of this stuff wouldn't even be out here. And it does look hypocritical to be like, oh, let's code. Like, I don't even know how to describe this stuff anymore. It's just some things you cannot do and expect it not to have any answers. It's crazy. It's really crazy to me. And then to be like, I'm just gonna keep throwing out indecent proposals to you, and if something sticks, let's see what we could do with it, because I just want to make content, right? Everybody's not going to want to have a business partnership with everybody out here like that. It's not feasible. It's not feasible. That's the craziness of it all. All right. That's the craziness of it all. I went back yesterday and I looked through Karen's stream. So I'm gonna deal with Popo for the Lolo. I went through Karen's stream to see um if she ever did a video on Popo for the Lolo. And come to find out, she did do a video on Popo for the Lolo. So I shared it on my community wall this morning before I listened to it. And then I listened to it and I heard a couple of things on there that I hadn't heard before. And I found it interesting. But that video was just 6 months ago. So I'm not going to accuse Ms. Tawana of not watching, of being, um, I'm going to take her at face value. She wasn't familiar with the terminology. I'm going to take her at face value that she didn't know that Karen was calling her Popo for the Lolo, because I don't believe if she really knew, she would accuse me of doing it in the way in which she did. But there is a video as early as or as late as December 2024 when Karen is calling you that in the open. I did speak to Karen late this morning, and she said to me that she's been calling you Popo for the Lolo, or named her that after the Christmas demonstration. The Amazon thing. She's been calling you that since that time. So interesting. So I don't remember what year that demonstration was, but it was one Christmas. So a it's not like it's something new. Okay. So that's that. I put up another community post because I have found the clip with UP being on my panel, and she is clearly stating the following. Let me get the thing, and let me go get my Bluetooth speaker. Hang on one second. Logo. Bum, 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 boom, ba, boo, ba, do, 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 do. All the do da day. All the do da day. Right, so let's go and let's hear it in the words of UP what happened to her. Do 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 do. Don't. Insinuate that someone. Oh, maybe I should get this video. Hold up, let me get the video for y'all on the screen because it does belong to me. I hate the way they have this set up. Like this thing just be killing me. All right, let me go to studio mode over here. Let me go to window capture over here. It's not that one. It's not that one. Um, don't tell me I still don't got sound. Oh, yeah. Okay, I do got sound. All right. Hold up, I'm just window capture. I'm just sizing it down. All right, let's come over here and let's do the sizing. Let's take it to the alt. No, alt. Take it to there. Take it up to there. Take it to there. Come over here and put it over here. Blow it up. Blow it up, kid. Get busy. All right, here we go. Bring the virtual studio over here. Turn it off of studio mode. Fine. Lock it down. Put my face on it. Okay, come back over here. Don't lock it down like that. Make it make sense. Okay, let's come over here. Let's go here.
Aaron, I
Okay.
know.
Okay, all right.
The question is that fair? But I get it. I
No, see, they listen, there was some bait out there, okay? Someone put that account out there in its place. They wanted to make it all justifiable by saying Joy sent her over there. That's how she learned about it. No, the perspective with the T Ed and the TM is what put me over there. Trying to duplicate me or trying to be like Kay. You see?
He didn't know you though. I'm just letting
That's
you.
what you believe. That's what
No,
you
that's
think.
what I
That's
know.
what you-
No, that's not what we know now. Cause we done heard what she said out of her own mouth, and now we know differently. See, it would have been something all them other days, but now we definitely know differently.
Unspoken. How would you know that?
I know that,
Unless you know the individual. How
I
would you
know
know
for
that?
a
Hold
fact
on,
that-
Unspoken, let me finish, please. How would you know that unless you know the individual?
Do you know her?
I don't know the broad.
Then how do you know she did?
Because she's not an originator.
See,
She's
but
a
the
thief.
thing about it is,
She's a thief.
asking me the same question.
Okay,
If you
Unspoken,
don't
she's
know
a
her,
thief.
if you
She's
don't
a
know
thief,
her,
and it was confirmed that night.
if you don't know her and I don't know
Okay.
her, how do you know that she
Okay.
did? If I know she didn't and you know she did and we both know her,
I don't know
then
if
how
you're
do you
ratting
know
for
she
or
did?
what, but listen, I'm not interested.
see, now you're not interested because you gotta answer questions.
Because you're
Now
keeping
you're not interested because you don't have the answers.
No,
But if
Unspoken.
you don't have the answers, just say you
Unspoken.
don't have the answer.
Unspoken. You keep looking for something that's not there, and the answer.
Exactly, and that's exactly what you're doing. You're looking for answers that's not there because that woman did not know.
I'm not looking for
does
answers.
not know you.
You have the questions, right? I gave you the answer. That's not good enough for you, though.
You
You want to
gave me
hear?
your
You
answer,
want to
not
hear?
me.
Hold on. This is what you want to hear. You want to hear that Joy sent me. It's not true.
You want to hear that Nicole's perspective is responsible for all of your problems, and she's not.
Okay,
That's what you want to hear.
Okay, so how many times? Okay, so if you feel that way, unspoken.
That's the way it is. You want to
clearly
put this
don't know
all
what you're
on
talking
Nicole's
about.
perspective.
You clearly
and it's
don't
not
know.
about Nicole's
Hey.
perspective. She
Hey,
don't
let me
know
tell you
you,
something.
woman.
Let me
She
tell
don't know
something.
you.
Okay, well, whatever. Let me tell you something.
Today we know differently. We know differently now because we done heard what the woman said.
Okay, I could have dragged that whole demonstration out, but did not.
What
I already knew what I was dealing with. That's
What
why
demonstration?
that's why I believe that you are amongst the cemetery.
That's what you believe, but that's not the facts. And you can believe what you want to believe.
You
but
were
it's
calling the
delusional-
broad with no trademark,
it's
all type of broad.
delusional
Hold
thinking.
on. Let's talk about you for a second. You made videos insinuating that someone sent her after y'all.
Pause. Which means that Karen watched some videos that went down over there. So let's see how Unspoken answers or responds to that.
Now you
Exactly. And
Now
she
you-
verified
that's
it.
cemetery behavior, Unspoken.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
Wait a second.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody sent her after y'all. Okay, so I asked the question. Wait a minute. Somebody sent her after y'all. Now, this is what makes this all interesting to me. Because it didn't make any sense to me that people would be upset that I was playing a video from 2 years ago to indicate when the Kanikanians got over there, the cemeterians got over in that environment to establish a timeline or a date certain. That's what I'm gonna call it, a date certain that they weren't there to be able to establish when they migrated over there, right? So I'm just using, very nice terminology because no one is saying that they didn't have a right to be over there, none of those things, right? All the simple exercise the other day was to just prove to someone, to document and evidence for everybody the start of when they was over there, right? So now it took on heavy, heavy, heavy attack because someone felt, one, their word was as good as bonds, which could be the case, but it's not when you want people to understand facts over dictatorship, right? It's nice that people can believe whatever I say. It's nice that people can believe whatever you say. But it is also better when critical thinkers can see the evidence for themselves and know that that's it. See, I don't ever have to worry about hearing, because it's easy to say, I just conceded. It's meaning that you really didn't confirm it. It's been affirmed now that that's the situation. Like it is a fact that the community migrated over there sometime after February 23rd. And they was there for whatever period of time they was there for. But today's exercise is just in furtherance of why people were like, you should not investigate this further. But I went further on the timeline and listened to what we found out. We found out by listening by mistake. It just fell in my ear that somebody was over there because let me get the link. Let me get the right language over here. Some people feeling some type of way because I put the TM, right? And I did the all caps, but I did not know that the person that has a TM will come to my channel and ask me. So I guess they're the trademark police on YouTube now. That was the person's position after Karen walked into their room. Now, Karen, several months later, is on this panel speaking to UP, and she's saying to UP, hey, you was over there watching the broad, and people, the broad was a send-out check. She did things on the leadership or guidance or the request or behalf of somebody else. The question is, who's the somebody else? Listen to the answers here. So this is 6/11/51. Let me just go back to 6/11/07. We'll just lead up to it again.
But whatever. Let me tell you something spoken. I could have dragged that whole demonstration out, but did not.
What
I already knew what I was dealing with. That's why I believe that you are amongst the cemetery.
That's what you believe, but that's not the facts. And you can believe what you want to believe.
You were calling the broad with no trademark, all type of broad. Let's talk about you for a second. You made videos insinuating that someone sent her after y'all. Now you
exactly. And she verified it.
That's military behavior, unspoken.
And she verified it. Hold up, because I think y'all missing. I did some stuff and y'all missing some effects here. So we'll just rewind that again just a minute. 6/11, we're going to stay in the 6/11. We're going to go back to 6/11/07.
But whatever. Let me tell you something spoken. I could have dragged that whole demonstration out, but did not.
What
demonstration? I already knew what I was dealing with. That's why I believe that you are amongst the cemetery.
That's what you believe, but that's not the facts. And you can believe what you want to believe.
You were calling the broad with no trademark, all type of broad. Let's talk about you for a second. You made videos insinuating that someone sent her after y'all. Now you
exactly. And she verified it.
That's military behavior, unspoken.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody sent her after you.
She said that she was doing commentary on it's all I'm not even gonna bring that up over here because I'm not trying to pull y'all into that stuff.
Okay.
But she did provide evidence and proof that she was asked to do, basically asked to do commentary on two content creators in the sector.
It's
So
one of
she
your
provided,
Yeah.
it's one of hers.
Okay.
She provided messages and stuff,
Mm.
proving that she was sent our information, photos of myself and another content creator.
Monica.
Yes.
By whom? Now I need the hashtag background on that. I'm just asking because I don't understand why reviewing that video came under such scrutiny for the scope that it was being reviewed under. I'm going to leave it like that. Listen, if you're not a moderator in my space, you can safely write under this video with any information you have to point me into the video direction or where I can keep going down this rabbit hole, because I felt like in the past 4 days, I've been under attack because I wanted to prove my point. And I don't know why I became under attack for just wanting to prove my point. So I believe there's something more in that video, and I think we stumbled upon it. And it was the reasons why people want to point out who got sent by whom to do what and who's sending whom. I did speak to Karen about the discrepancies and the dates of the emails. So we're going to have to look through emails. This is the first time I got on this computer today to look through emails. Because she may have sent me the second one, which is the one I posted up here, because I said I didn't get the first one. So that's why she sent me the second one the following day, so I could capture the video. So we're just looking. That's what we think might have happened with the two ones, but it doesn't matter. Because I stand in my truth on situations of that nature. And anybody that knows me, if you've been around me for the 8 years, you just make your decision based on what you know, right? I'm not here to try to persuade people and force people into going with my narrative. Oh, you know what, I am going to change the frame rates on this thing because it's at 60 and it should be always at 30. Everybody streams at 30 frames per second. Hi, shout out to the person that told me to look at frame rates. Now I see where they at. So I'm gonna frames per second. I see them. All right. Let me see if I could wrap up with this dude right here because he's a piece of work too. I don't think I think that's enough for now. If I see something else in this, I'll try to clip it, and I'll try to clip it with girlfriend talking about that said, "Hey Nicole, instead of trying to call me a saho, and let me say this to well, this gonna be one of these times when I'm gonna have to mention Kelly, because Kelly was on that platform, and that strong conviction of the stuff this woman's calling me a saho and all of that, she got that from sitting there in the wee hours of the night talking to Kelly on that platform. I heard it all in everything that she had to say about me in the negative. Like that is just so crazy. And she even alluded to the fact as she got it from the streets. It's not like it's something that she has personal knowledge of, because None of y'all got personal knowledge of me being nobody's side hoe. Y'all just came up with a terminology that you believe fits your narrative, and that's it. So, like, what do you do about something like that? Where's this where's this dude? So let me go again to just let me go again to just zoom it. Where's the zoom? How come I don't have the zoom thing? Is this supposed to be workplace zoom? Maybe it's underneath here. No. I'm looking for the zoom. Uh all right, hold on a second. All right. That's the live stream. That's the Zoom. That's that. I never see the stamp thing right here. All right, let me get to this other guy. All I want to do is my zoom, zoom, zoom. Take him up. All right, so now I want to go, oh, but I wanted to do it differently. Okay, his video is here.
Sorry. Unless we look and talk and let them. You're the dumbest bitch I know, nigga.
I don't even understand what this guy's problem is with me, but it's one of those weird things. It's just one of those weird things again. All right, let me see how it comes up on this thing. I think I just could play it with the sound. Let me just see how the sound sounds. Let me just see how the sound sounds. Let me just see how. I'm not liking that I heard that in double.
People don't want you. You ain't tired of them.
Let me see how that sounds. Let me see how that sounds. If I had an echo all along, I'll just do this over.
We tired of seeing you be a punk.
So let's go all the way over here.
What that you doing? Your dirty ass gonna try to call her on a.
So I don't know. This dude just he's up here
You
supposed to be
can't.
talking to them.
You're a dumb hoe. You're a dumb bitch.
Let me see.
Cause bitch. Bitch, you got Tony. Nothing. That nigga was in the back room with a jacket. Bitch. Nasty hoe. That's why you don't show your motherfucking self. Pissy bitch. And be Nicole. Y'all saw the picture where that bitch was sitting on the used body ass out of here, bitch. Oh, you got the right one, oh, bitch. You don't exist. Kaput ass at it. I'm waiting on that mother.
All right. I don't know what these people's issue is. I'm only getting to the part that has something to do with me. Sometimes, it'd be crazy. The hate is real. That's all I could say. Let me do that test on the mic again. Let me do that test on the mic again. Let me do that test on the mic. Damn, I hear it. So 1 second. Hold up. Where is it? That is so crazy. Let me see this one. That's that one. I don't have another instance of it running. So that is crazy to me. All right. Let me get this guy back up here. There's nothing running here. And let me get this screen back up over here. That's the only one running. All right, let's go. I'm still listening for the double. I'm still listening for the double. I still hear it. Sometimes I don't want to do this. All of those are off. I'm looking for a double sound. My apologies. Is it on my phone? No. All right. If I hear it one more time, I'm just gonna shut it down. Cause I ain't got the energy for it. Probably because I was chatting on the phone before I went live. I'm doing the test. I'm doing the test. Wait, did I hear it twice? Wait, did I hear it twice? Wait, did I hear it? Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I'll see y'all tomorrow. No, I'll see y'all on Thursday. That'll be the next time I'll be out here. Everything else will be an upload. The upload won't have the echo. This is Mo. I've got to go.